Good morning everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officers at 24/7. My name is Amanjot and I am here with all of you to discuss the another session on the Indian economy and Indian financial system. So very good morning to all of you, and I have a information, or I have a something to tell you, that because of the apart from if I talk about the classes timing, you already know that the 7 a.m. we meet for the PPB and at 8 a.m. we meet for the Indian economy and Indian financial system. So from past few days the classes were not regular because I was unhealthy. I was not well to take the classes. So now the classes will be regular. So do join me at the 7 a.m. for PPB and at the 8 a.m. for Indian economy, Indian financial system regularly now. Okay. So let's start the session. A very good morning to all of you. And before starting the session, if you have not downloaded the 24/7 application yet, then do download the application, because this is the application where you will find the quizzes and everything which is regarding your exam. Apart from that, you will be getting here the information for the upcoming batches. Now, if you have not subscribed the channel Officers at 24/7, then do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. So this is our today's topic, in which we are going to talk about the poverty indices, that is the multi-dimensional poverty index. So as we know, poverty, we have already discussed. What is poverty? We have discussed that the certain state or condition where a person is not able to fulfill his or her basic needs because he is not capable of purchasing the goods and services. He don't have that much money which is required to fulfill his basic needs or wants. So that person is known as poor, and that condition is known as poverty. Then we have discussed the relative poverty and absolute poverty also. Now in today's session, we have already covered the poverty questions also, right? Now in this session we are going to talk about the poverty indices. That indices is known as multidimensional poverty index. Before coming to the topic, as you know, we have celebrated the Christmas. So Christmas is already gone. The New Year is going to coming. New Year is going to come. So the time is flying very soon or very fast. So this is the offer for all of you that is valid for today also, in this particular day till 12 p.m. You will find this offer there. Till 12 p.m. the double validity with the 81% off will be available on this particular day. After 12 p.m. that offer is going to end, because we know the Christmas has been gone, or we have celebrated Christmas already. So the code to enroll in the Maha Pack, you can use the code Y496. So on the Maha Packs, the double validity and 81% off is already going on, and on all the target batches of the JAIIB and CAIIB, 81% off is going on. Okay, so if you're thinking of enrolling, or if you're looking for a particular product that is going to help you to qualify the exam, that this is the product you can go for. Okay, now let's start with today's topic, that is poverty indices, that is multidimensional poverty index. Before we go to the definition of multidimensional poverty and the index, etc., a certain thing we should know, that in the earlier time, the poverty used to be calculated in the monetary value only. I hope you all have heard about the Planning Commission. I hope you have heard about the Planning Commission. I think everybody has heard about the Planning Commission. So Planning Commission used to make the 5-year plans. So in that, the Planning Commission has also one responsibility to measure the poverty of the country. And Planning Commission always given us the way to measure the poverty, that's a monetary way. It means poverty was always calculated as per the level of expenditure. So a certain level of expenditure has been given by the task group or the committees or the working group which has been constituted by the by the Planning Commission. They always used to give us a level of expenditure. Like if you are eligible to expend this amount of money, then you are not poor. If you are not able to expend that amount of money, then you are poor. So always we have studied poverty in a monetary value, in a monetary form, that if the person have this much amount of money to spend on his or her basic needs, then that person will not be poor. And if he or she don't have that money, then that person will be poor. So always we have seen poverty in the monetary value. But after a certain while, we have said that the poor people is not only facing the issue of not having money. So they don't only have the money issues. Apart from money issues, they have other disadvantages also. They face multiple disadvantages that is there because of the poverty the poor people are facing. So you can't say that poverty is only a unidimensional concept. Poverty is not only because of the loss of money, because of the lack of money. It is more than that. And that more than that definition has been defined under the multidimensional poverty. Okay, that multidimensional poverty defines that apart from money issues, the people are facing a lot of type of disadvantages, and all those disadvantages has been qualified under the multidimensional poverty. Okay, so let's just start how to explain the multidimensional poverty. So you can see here, we define poverty as the lack of money. Obviously, the person who don't have money, that is poor. So we define poverty as lack of money, but poor themselves consider their experience of poverty much more broadly. Okay, so the poor people who are facing the poverty, who are living in the poverty, they are consider their experience of poverty much more broadly than the money. So a person who is poor can suffer multiple disadvantages at the same time. So if you don't have money, you are poor. But after being a poor, what disadvantages you are facing? What things you are not capable of doing? What things you are not capable of having? All these disadvantages are also poverty. So the next thing is saying, so multidimensional poverty measure can be used to create a more comprehensive picture of the poverty. So it reveals who is poor and how poor they are through the range of different disadvantages they experience. So by knowing how much disadvantages or what different types of disadvantages people are facing, they are defining the multidimensional poverty. So now the poverty concept is not just the lack of money. Poverty concept is broadly explained, has been explained very comprehensively by knowing the disadvantages which are faced by the poor people or the poor families. Okay, now through enroll or to analyze how much poor people are there and what type of disadvantages they are facing. Like for example, if I don't have money, if I have lack of money, it means I am poor. It means I am poor, obviously. So if I have a lack of money, I am poor. But what if I talk about when you don't have money, that is a lack of money, you are a poor. But apart from that, the important thing which we should know, that is this, that because I don't have money, I don't have any asset. I don't own any asset. Like for example, I don't have TV, I don't have refrigerator, I don't have washing machine, I don't have bicycle, I don't have bike, etc. So all these assets, I don't have any other asset. I am living in a kacha house. Okay, I am living in a kacha house. That is also a poverty. Like I don't have a proper house to live. That is also a poverty disadvantage. Apart from that, I don't have these assets. Apart from that, I will not be able to have a quality education. I'm not having a quality education because I don't have money. So this is also a disadvantage. These are the disadvantages. These are the disadvantages. Apart from that, I am not getting a clean drinking water. I'm not getting a clean drinking water. This is one of the disadvantage I am facing. Apart from that, I don't have a proper sanitation facility in my house. So all these are the disadvantages which the poor family is facing because they have lack of money. So now these all dimensions are defining the poverty. These all dimensions are defining the poverty. Not just the money, but all the disadvantages which has been faced by the poor people is known as multidimensional poverty. So earlier we used to think that poverty is unidimensional. You are only talking about the monetary value, only talking about the level of expenditure, but no, it's not just that. Apart from that, there are so many disadvantages people are facing, and we have to explain those disadvantages in the multidimensional poverty. Okay, now how to know what are the multidimensional poverty indexes saying? So first of all, the multidimensional poverty index has been launched by the UNDP and OPHI. United Nations Development Program is there, and apart from that, OPHI is there, Oxford Poverty and Human Development Index, that is OPHI. In 2010, they have introduced the multidimensional poverty index. This multidimensional poverty index has replaced the human poverty index in the year 2000. 2010. So earlier we used to have the human poverty index that talk about the level of expenditure. So we replaced that human poverty index with the multidimensional poverty index, okay, in the year 2010. It was introduced by UNDP and OPHI. Now, next thing is MPI, that multidimensional poverty index, uses the 3 dimensions and the 10 indicators. We have 3 dimensions and 10 indicators that talk about the multidimensional poverty index. So what are these 3 dimensions? The first dimension for you is education. The second dimension for you is health. And the third dimension is your standard of living. So you can see these are the 3 dimensions: education, health, and standard of living. And if I talk about the indicators, so first indicators is year of schooling. Second, we have child enrollment. Third, we have child mortality rate. Fourth, we have nutrition. Fifth, we have electricity. Then we have flooring. Then we have drinking water. Then we have sanitation. Then we have cooking fuel, and then we have the assets. So these are the 10 indicators. So on the basis of these 3 dimensions and these 10 indicators, we define people are how much poor and they are multidimensionally poor or not. Okay, so like when we talk about education, education is primary need, education is basic need of the people. But if the person is not having an education, that means he is a poor. But multidimensionally poverty is saying that years of schooling you have to count. How many years he has gone to the school. And you have to count the child enrollments. How many child enrollments are there? So after these 2 indicators defining that person is educated or not. Like if you said, if you're talking about the education, the primary education is simply the person is able to sign or read and write. Like if I talk about the literacy rate of our country, in the last census it was 74.04%. In the 2011 census, that time we have a 74% of literacy rate. What does it mean? The 74% population is educated? No. That is the primary education you are talking about only, that defines that the person is capable of reading and writing in the mother tongue of ours, that is Hindi, and he is capable of doing the signature. That is the only basic indicator to know literacy rate of the country. But this multidimensional poverty index is not talking about that particular primary education. It is talking about that years of schooling of the person and as well as the child enrollment numbers. Okay, the second thing, let's talk about the health. Health is talking about the child mortality rate. Now, what is child mortality rate is saying how many children are infant children who are facing the death because of the lack of nutrition, because of the lack of the health benefits, etc. Then standard of living means how the people are living, that you have to understand. Like how if they have electricity in their house or not, they have a flooring, like they have a pakka house or not, flooring is there or not in their house, clean drinking water, the sanitation facility, and the cooking fuel, like they are having a proper LPG cylinders or not in their house, or they are using that chula they used to have in the rural areas. And the assets, it can be TV, radio, anything. Okay, so these are the indicators and dimensions which are telling us that this is the poverty. Now you can see we have a health indicator, dimension, education, and the living standard. And the indicators you can see: nutrition, child mortality, years of schooling, school attendance, cooking fuel, sanitation, drinking water, electricity, housing, and assets. If any particular person is, if I talk about 1/3, if any particular person is facing this 1/3 deprivation, in this indicators are how many indicators? There are total 10 indicators. Out of these 10 indicators, if 1/3 indicators in which a person is deprivating, it means he is multidimensionally poor. He is multidimensional poor. Okay, so if any person is facing that out of these 10 indicators, the person is deprivated in 1/3 of the indicators, it means he is a multidimensional poor person. Okay, then if a person is half or more, okay, if a person is facing the deprivation in half of the indicators, facing deprivation in half of the indicators, in that situation, he will be known as, or the family will be known as, extreme multidimensional poor. Okay, that family will be known as extreme multidimensional poor. So if 1/3 indicators you are facing deprivation, it means you are a multidimensional poor person or the family, and in 1.5 or more if you are facing, it means that you are in the extreme multidimensional poverty case. Okay, like extreme means poorest of poor case, like in the poverty you comes in the end. Okay, you are the bottom one of the poverty, so that is known as extreme multidimensional poverty. Okay, so you can see here that the first point is saying a person is multidimensionally poor if he is deprived in 1/3 or more of the weighted indicators out of the 10 indicators. So out of the 10, 1/3 or more if you are deprived, then you are what? You are multidimensional poor person. Okay, second is saying those who are deprived in 1/2 or more, the weighted indicators are considered living in extreme multidimensional poverty. Okay, they are living in extreme multidimensional poverty. Those who are having a deprived in 1/2 or more. Clear? So this is the multidimensional poverty index, and this is the multidimensional poverty which we have discussed. So I have already explained you that the poverty used to be known as the level of expenditure in the monetary value, but now they are saying the person who is facing poverty is not only having a lack of money, he or she is having a lot of disadvantages apart from that. And when you calculate all those disadvantages, that will be telling you that what poverty you are in. Okay, so this is the information. If you have any doubt in this particular topic, do let me know in the chat section. I will be explaining the doubt of yours. Now you can see right now 81% off is going on because of the Christmas, and these are the target batches which are going on the JAIIB. If I talk about the JAIIB, you can see the JAIIB English medium and bilingual batch both started from the 16th of December. Okay, from 16th of December, AFM, retail banking and wealth management subject is going on. Now the PPB and Indian economy and Indian financial system, these two subjects are going to start from the 13th of January in the English medium batch, and similarly in the bilingual batch. So the two subjects has been already started. Now the two subjects are going to start from the January, that is PPB and Indian economy and Indian financial system. Okay, and right now 81% off is going on. So Y496 is the code. You can enroll, and all the classes which you have missed in this particular target batch, you will be getting those classes in the recorded form. Okay, so you can watch the recorded video also. Now apart from that, on the JAIIB, CAIIB Mahapacks, there is 81% discount with the double validity is going on, and the code will be same, that is Y496. Okay, now if I talk about what is the difference between the target batch and the JAIIB, CAIIB Mahapack, so you can see the target batch is only covering your conceptual classes regarding the 4 subjects. The Mahapack will be covering your live classes, conceptual classes, the test series, mock tests, case study classes, exam focus revision classes, numerical classes. Apart from that, video classes is available, test series, ebook, mock test, everything is available. So everything will be available in the Mahapack, and because of the double validity, you will get 1 year validity in the JAIIB, 2 year validity in the JAIIB plus CAIIB, and 1 year validity in the CAIIB. So the code to enroll is Y496, and this is more beneficial because 81% discount plus the double validity is going on, that is giving you the double faida. Okay, to enroll. So after enrolling in the JAIIB, CAIIB Mahapack, if you enroll in the JAIIB, CAIIB Mahapack, you don't have to enroll anywhere else after that, because this JAIIB and CAIIB Mahapack will be helpful for you to qualify the JAIIB as well as the CAIIB also. So you don't have to go anywhere else. So the one-time investment will be there, and your both of exams will be clear because it covers everything. Like if you need a numerical help, you need a case study help, you need, if let's say for example the MCQ help, or the you want a classes that is available for you, conceptual classes, everything is available in this particular platform. Okay, in the JAIIB, CAIIB Mahapack. So you don't have to go anywhere else. Now how to enroll? To enroll, you have to go to the Adda 24/7 application. If you have not downloaded the application yet, then do it soon, because this is the application that is going to help you to get the 1% additional discount also. Okay, now how to enroll? To enroll, what you have to do, just go to the JAIIB and CAIIB. 1 second. Just go to the JAIIB and CAIIB section. If you want to enroll in the JAIIB 2023, just this is the batch. Click on the view all. You will find individual batches are there, individual subject batches are there. If you want a combined 4 subjects, that is also available. Individual English medium bilingual batches are available. Combination of batches is also available. You can see these are the combination batches. Okay. So if you want to enroll in the English medium batch, just click on the batch and do read all the details of the batch, what is covered and when it will be covered. The study plan will be available, dates are available, everything is there. You have to click on the buy now. When you click on the buy now, enter a coupon code here, that is Y496, and click on the apply. When you apply here, you will find 1% additional discount is going on. Hana? You will find 1% additional discount here, but for that you have to go to the application and you have to use the coins that are available in the application. So 8-month validity, all the 4 subjects will be covered, and the price you have to pay is around your 37 or 3600 something. And this is the only target batch that will be covering the conceptual classes of all the 4 subjects. Okay, the more benefit for you is, let me tell you what will be more cost benefit for all of you, what will be the right investment. Just go on the JAIIB and CAIIB Mahapack, click on the JAIIB CAIIB Mahapack. You can see double validity, 12 plus 12, it means 2 years validity is going on, and you are finding everything which is required. It will cover the compulsory papers as well as the elective paper also of the JAIIB and the CAIIB. Now you can read all the details and you can go to the details here, and at the last you have to click on the buy now. When you click on the buy now, this window will open and you have to enter the same code Y496 and click on the enter. When you enter, again you will find 80% off it is showing because 1% off will be available from the application, and you can see here 2 years validity is going on. JAIIB, CAIIB both will be covered. Okay, 1 second. Okay, JAIIB, CAIIB both will be covered here, and after paying around 10,500 you will be getting in the JAIIB and CAIIB both Mahapacks. So you will be getting English medium bilingual classes both. You will be getting all the things which is required to qualify the exam in the single product, that is the JAIIB CAIIB Mahapack. Okay. Now, right now, do remember that 81% plus the double validity is only available till the 12 PM because that's a Christmas offer, and that is going to end after the 12 PM. And to enroll in any product, you can use the code Y496 that will be helping you to get the benefit of all the products. Okay, so this is the information for all of you that we have discussed. 1% additional discount is on the application, so do download the application. And we are going to meet in the evening with the next session of the Indian economy and Indian financial system, but that will be a bilingual class. Okay, so if you still have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section if you are watching the video after it ends. And do make sure you be regular with me now from 7 AM for the PPB and 8 AM for the Indian economy and Indian financial system. I will be regular in the sessions. I was not well, that's why I was not taking the certain classes in the past few days, but now onwards we are continuing our classes and we will be meeting at 7 and 8 AM regularly. Okay, so let's end the session here. Thank you for joining the session. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. If you are last but not the least on the Officers Adda 24/7 channel, then do not forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. Also remember, the offer is valid till 12 PM only, so if you are thinking of enrolling, do it soon. Okay, so thank you for joining the session and have a good day.